Hey everybody, what's going on? This is TwoHeadedFlounder. Welcome back to some more TCGO. Today we're actually going to be playing a fun little Venusaur Celebi deck that relies on Pollen Hazard, first and foremost. So Pollen Hazard does 50 damage, which is a nice benefit to the attack because we also burn, confuse, and poison our opponent's active. So not only do they take 3 damage in between turns, if they want to attack us, they might take another 30 and not do anything. So this is a really fun card, really strong card. Fortunately, though, tomorrow, probably never going to be seen again because all the fire types are going to run amok. Which, not to say that water won't pop up, and then Celebi&Venusaur can still be played because it hits water for weakness, and, you know, it could be like a 50-50 matchup, you know. But, yeah, it's not going to be having that tankiness anymore, so try to get all the fun out now while we can. So, we're going to be playing it with Infernape and with Parasect. Now, both of these have abilities that will do stuff with status, but we'll get into it in a second. We can also go ahead and use Solar Beam and Evergreen-GX, which is probably the best GX attack of all time, to try and do more damage or stall, so get a knockout. Who knows? We're going to be playing a Ditto in the deck because it's going to help us evolve into either Monferno for Infernape or into Parasect. We're playing a 2-1-2 lineup for Infernape with both of the different typings, just because we can, but also because if, I guess, one is weak to something, we're going against it, then the other one won't be weak against it as well. Flaming Fighter. Put 6 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon with Burn instead of 2 between turns. And it's pretty straightforward, so instead of us doing 80, we can add 40 to that. We'll be doing about 120 with Pollen Hazard, which is really cool. But on top of that, Parasect will be putting 2 more damage counters for each of your opponent's Pokemon that has confused between turns. So that'll go up to 140, and with a Choice Band, that will be 170 between turns, and then another in between turns, and hopefully we'll get another 80 damage off. Could be a knockout, so that's what we're going for today. These guys are just to evolve. Ditto's just there to evolve. And we're also playing a couple of copied Jirachi because Stellar Wish is a very, very useful ability for helping us set up. We're playing 4 copies of Judge Whistle. This is going to hopefully allow us to try and draw into some of the cards, but also will allow us to go ahead and judge, which we are playing 1 of in the deck, if we ever want to try and stall and or just disrupt our opponent's hand. 3 copies of Nest Ball to get a lot of the basics down. We had a lot of basics we got to try and put down. 3 Rare Candy to try and help evolve into Infernape. It's not a necessity, but it is very much welcomed. We're playing 2 copies of Rescue Stretcher just because we want to get a couple of these guys back when they get knocked out. 3 copies of Ultra Ball just to thin out the deck a little for cards we don't need anymore, like Nest Ball if we have a full bench, or, I don't know, trying to use Lily more efficiently. We got 3 copies of Wella Volcano Park. This is going to be our stadium of choice, even though a lot of the other ones for Venusaur are a lot better. But whenever a player flips the coin for the special condition burn between turns, that special condition is not removed as a result of heads. So hopefully we're going to be able to keep that 6 damage consecutively. A couple of copies of Cynthia, just because it's a good supporter. A couple copies of Erica's Hospitality, where you have a lot of supporters in this deck. Try and get a lot of draw support in this one because we're really going to be trying to just have consecutive turns of actually playing cards. So we got 2 Guzma. It should be enough, honestly. A Judge, again, for disruption. 4 copies of Lily, just for consistency purposes in turn 1 Lily. Got 2 Choice Band. I'm usually used to playing 3, so I said 3. 2 Choice Band, just so Venusaur can have it, I guess. It's not necessary, it's just there for extra damage. And 3 copies of Escape Board for, I guess, Infernape and Jirachi, technically. But we could use it on something like Paris if it's in the active and we don't want it there. 4 double colorless, so we can help pay for Venusaur's attacks, and 6 grass energy. And most importantly, Evergreen-GX will be able to shuffle all of our cards back into our deck if we have that 1 extra energy. So hopefully we will. And with all that being said, let's go try and get a game. I'm really hoping that this one's going to be fun enough to use and get a win with. So I've had some bad luck on TCGO today. And unfortunately, a lot of the decks I've been trying to play have just been not working super well for me. So hopefully with a nice change of pace, with all these supporters and cards in the deck, hopefully we can not dead hand like every turn. So that would have been a nice hand if we had literally Pokemon in it, but we don't. So we're gonna have to mulligan here, and our opponent is probably gonna be able to tell what we're playing based on the energy. They could even think it's Golisopod. Who knows? So let's see if we can get something. That's not the worst opening hand. So that's actually pretty fine. So let's go ahead and see what we are going up against. And we mulliganed a lot, apparently. That's not very good, especially because they're going first. So they're going to get like their entire deck to play, and I was really hoping to judge them pretty early on, but yeah. So we're going to see a Lunala Prism. I have not seen this card in a very long time. This, for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play, okay, and the attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all Pokemon. And of course we have this, which already has the Beast Energy on it, so I kind of wish I was playing Energy Denial just to get rid of that. But yeah, Dawnwing's Necrozma is super annoying. We're going to see Altar of the Moon. We're going to see a Lele come down on top of it. I don't know if they even hit anything with Order Pad, but they had used it. I'm assuming that they have Order Pad in the deck to try and trigger some of those Beast Rings on important turns. So yeah, this is going to be a fun deck to play up against because there's some high damage potential here. We're going to see another Order Pad go through, and not really to any use. So thankfully they don't have any energy in the discard pile yet, and I'm really hoping that we can do some useful stuff here. So Chimchar definitely going on to the bench ASAP, and I think I might want to grab a second Chimchar just for obvious I want to try and evolve both of them reasons, because it could be a pretty tricky situation. I would like to Judge Whistle, but I kind of want to keep Judge Whistle, but I'm going to go for it just on the off chance we can draw an energy. I really wanted the energy. I want to definitely make sure I can get a guaranteed energy every turn, but it does not look like I'm going to be able to do so, especially after judging here. And we have 10 energy in the deck. I don't know, I missed one, but that's what happens sometimes. So we're going to actually grab the Judge Whistle here. I don't necessarily want to get rid of this yet, because if I do, then they can use the retreat cost and the whole bunch of, you know, Malamar kind of stuff. So let's actually go ahead and try and hit the Grass Energy. Double Colorless works too. I'm perfectly fine with that as well. So that is going to be a pass. Not a bad turn. We have Rare Candy and Infernape guaranteed next turn, and we have Lily in hand. So we're going to lower hand size, draw a couple cards, maybe grab a Grass Energy if we can. Then if Jirachi isn't knocked out by that point, gets, I guess, a Grass Energy, we can claim a knockout. Hopefully. That'd be nice. Yeah, I don't know. So Malamar is also going to be like a very easy knockout if we decide to just take care of Malamars all game. So we're going to see the active turn into Malamar and the bench turn into Malamar. And we're going to see an Instruct here for 3. So, yeah. That means if he does want to attach an energy to the active, they're not going to be able to attach any because of retreat costs and things. So, but I mean, they have the invasion ability, so there's also that as well. But we're probably getting a knockout on Malamar, I would have to assume here. But let me, before I do that, you can use this only if you have more prize cards remaining, and then I won't be able to attack it. So we got to watch out for that too. So evolve into Infernape, because duh. And we will go ahead and Lily. We whiff the Grass Energy. That's not really good. Let's Judge Whistle and try and draw one. Oh, thank God. Alright, so we are going to Stellar Wish here. We have the escape board and we have the knockout. I don't know if I want to, though. I'm really just afraid of dealing with the GX attack. So I'm gonna save escape board in my hand, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. So if they have Guzma energy, then so be it. That's only 180. But yeah, I'm really just trying to not be affected by that GX attack too much. So they're gonna end up Ultra Balling their hand away for nothing and instructing, and they have a Cynthia. So I'm hoping that they I don't know. They might want to take a knockout, right? If possible. They want to try and get like the prize game going. So either way, I would like to definitely afflict this Malamar with some status conditions, and as soon as possible. Oh, we're actually going to see them scoop. Okay, so yeah, that was something. I think we played that one pretty well, though. They definitely wanted me to knock out the Malamar, but really could not afford doing that because that just opens up Celebi&Venusaur into like a really bad situation. So we're gonna go first if we can get the coin flip correctly. So that is a nice little thing that we're gonna do this game, and we're gonna hope for the best. Unfortunately, we mulliganed though. How many times can we mulligan this game? Let's find out. So they're playing a water deck with a normal type box, so maybe water box with some Snorlax EVGX tag team in there. Who knows? Our hand's not terrible. I would like more ways to get basics onto the bench, but it's not terrible. So Grass Energy to the active. I would assume would like to Ultra Ball. So let's definitely go ahead and just get rid of these so we can Lily for more. And we're either grabbing Paris or Chimchar. I'm probably going to grab Chimchar. It's probably like my go-to guy to grab first. We can always evolve the Ditto into Parasect, so that's fine. And we'll Lily for a whole lot. Grab another Chimchar. We will Nest Ball for Paris, and we'll leave an open spot to try and figure out what we're going to want to do. Jirachi probably not going to be too useful because of this Absol, but yeah, it could be useful for grabbing Guzma. And I guess with that, let's pass. We have Double Colorless to attack on the next turn. We have, I guess, a guaranteed Parasect at the very least. We're hoping that they're going to try and fill up their whole bench. So I guess the Water Sleeves have nothing to do with the deck, but there is a normal type in the deck because that has to be for that to work. And we're actually going to see Giratina just be benched. So that's something else. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to Ultra Ball probably the Grass Energy and Jirachi here. Gonna grab the Parasect just so we can get a little bit of extra damage down. Probably gonna evolve the Ditto because Ditto's got less HP than Paris, and that might just be more useful. So let's go ahead and Erica for a few cards. I really was hoping we'd draw into Grass Energy, and yeah, let's Pollen Hazard for a knockout. I thought Absol had like 110, it just has 100, so that's pretty nice. So we're gonna have to watch out for this Gengar, but other than that, not bad. So Gengar could stop us from playing cards from our hand, but it can't stop us from attacking. But Poltergeist will do a lot of damage for the amount of trainer cards in our hands. So yeah. Unfortunately for you, I'm not really concerned about that. So once during your turn, your opponent reveal their hand. Okay, they got some stuff. They have a lot of energy in there, actually. But yeah, I am going to Pollen Hazard you. So yeah, if you want to risk it, then that's fine. I like doing extra lots of damage, so I'm okay with this. So 100 damage on it, and can be potentially more very shortly. They kept the burn. Hopefully they can keep the burn again, because I would love to apply some more. I just really gotta be cautious of them managing to hit heads. If they hit heads, I'm knocked out. So there is that. We're gonna see a Cynthia and an energy come down to the bench Giratina. I'm assuming they probably play Malamar in the deck, because it's kind of like a thing you would do. They cannot Guzma, and unfortunately for them, I think Giratina's got a 3 retreat cost, so they would have to, I mean, they would technically get the free retreat, but they'd have to dump an energy to do so. No, they're actually have switched in the deck, so hallelujah for them. They've managed to hit the God Hand. Ultra Ball for an Oranguru, going to drop that down and probably instruct right away for a couple extra cards. They're going to knock out Celebi&Venusaur here, take 3 prizes, which is very, very scary. Oh, no. I did my math wrong. They aren't going to knock us out. They're going to be very close to, though, but they are not going to knock us out. I'm going to put this here. No. That's a guaranteed knockout. I'm going to get the guaranteed knockout. So let's go ahead and Nest Ball. We'll grab another Celebi&Venusaur. We're going to want that anyways, so that's fine. I am going to, I guess, leave it at that. So let's go ahead and Solar Beam for the knockout. We're going to take 3 prizes here. So we're going down to just 2 left, and hopefully we can draw into something useful here. So we got Cynthia. At the very least, we'll get a new hand. So hopefully we can avoid seeing like Garbodor energy up. Nope. Alright. There it is. Unfortunate as it may be. We got 5 in there, so they're going to be hitting me for 100. So we just got to watch out for playing any more items. And they're actually going to red peaking red card. I forgot what it was called. And then a knockout. So we got more cards in hand, but we got not really too much to play. So I'm probably going to send up Paris and just kind of let it die. So let's go ahead and do this. I really don't want to be playing more, but I'm going to take Infernape when I can take Infernape. So yeah, I think that is going to be a pass for me, though. So onto our opponent's turn. They might drop an energy on Giratina, maybe. They probably could drop an energy on this Trubbish, though, so they can hit for better numbers. Even if they Guzma me here, that's fine. And we have our stadium in play. So actually, hopefully they bump our stadium so we can bump it right back. That would be nice. But yeah, we're going to see Ultra Ball get rid of another peaking red card. Unfortunately for them, they gave me a better hand to work with than what I had, so that's fine. And just a knockout on Paris. So we'll send up our Celebi&Venusaur here and just get a return knockout. And they can't really one-shot me. So don't want anything in the discard pile back? Not necessarily. And I don't really want to play any of that. So we're going to Cynthia. And we're fine. So Pollen Hazard for a knockout because of all the extra status damage. And that's just a nice little thing. It really is. How often can you say you hit for 50 and get a knockout on a Trubbish, right? And we got a Jirachi. So I guess at the very least, Jirachi can come down or something. I don't know. It's a pretty good situation we're in, though. Even if they drop like Gengar energy and attach energy to it, and then like somehow get into the active and attack Venusaur, we only have 5 in hand again, so they can only hit me for 250. And then we have Guzma for, I would hope, a game. So you're gonna see a bunch of stuff get shuffled back into the deck. We saw, I think, a Garbodor and a Trubbish, and I think an Absol. So Absol could be annoying to stop me from using Escape Board, but other than that, eh. Alright, we're going to see Guzma. Just, I guess, to stall. I have Escape Board, and I have other stuff. I mean, I guess he could evolve here and knock me out. I don't... Ooh, Enhanced Hammer. Okay, that one kind of hurts a little. Choice Band. So Choice Band could... Oh, Stomp Off. Alright. We're going to discard a Parasect, which I guess is fine. So I think we're going to try and need to draw some stuff here, right? So... Oh, boy. We obviously dropped that because we need free retreat. And I guess we gotta play this so we can draw cards. So maybe we can draw Grass Energy. I gotta start thinking out the deck. So once I Cynthia here, we're not like in too much trouble. I don't want to see Celebi&Venusaur though. So let's go ahead and Rare Candy. I know this is not like the best, but we really gotta thin this out at this point. So drop she to the bench, and we Cynthia. And we need double colorless, so hopefully we can draw into him, which thankfully we did. So good game, my dude. You know, you had a nice little stall turn at the end, but unfortunately I had thinned out my deck quite a bit. So thankfully we were able to draw into everything we needed and pull out the victory. So unfortunately, I don't have much time for recording left, so I think I'm going to have to leave it there. It was a fun game. It was a fun little deck to play around with, and I enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, stick around for more in the near future. Tomorrow is going to be the release of Unbroken Bonds, so we're probably going to be trying to pump out as many videos as possible. But yeah, stick around for more, and I'll see you all next time.